The healthiest and most productive work environments are environments in which there's a healthy relationship between staff and management. What does that mean? That means that staff have a healthy understanding of expectations, and that also is when staff feel appreciated for the work effort that they put forth. We have to bridge the gap that's between those up here who are making decisions, standard order of procedures, a variety of different protocols that have to be enacted, and for those who are on the floor, quote unquote, in the trenches, who have to deal with the day-to-day toiling and rigmarole of all the different policies that have to be put in place. We have to bridge that gap so that we can all be on one accord, moving towards the same goal. Every team is most effective when everybody plays their role and everybody believes in the common cause. 3 ways that we can bridge the gap is to focus on culture, connection, and motivation. What do we mean? Culture is whatever a community practices consistently. This is why we need full buy-in. This is why we need everyone operating on one accord, everyone knowing their part, diligently being successful in whatever their position or their part is. If this person is doing this and this person is running over here doing that, and people are not all buying into the standard order of procedure, the way the things are supposed to operate, there will be confusion. The opposite of communication is confusion. Wherever you do not have effective communication, there's going to be confusion. Communication is not simply what you say. Communication is also how you say it. Tone, tact, timing. All of these things matter in how you communicate to someone, and how you communicate is a huge part of your culture. In building a healthy culture, the goal is to normalize healthy professional and emotional practices, because people are whole beings. They're not robots, they're not clones, they're not drones. They're real people who have issues that, of course, in a perfect world, will all stay at home, but it's not a perfect world. People's baggage, people's difficulties, people's stressors follow them into the workplace. And so how we establish a healthy culture, a healthy environment, a healthy atmosphere is going to directly be reflected in work productivity, in the morale of an organization, of a community, of entry-level positions. All of these things come together, and we have to focus on and develop strategies in effort to have a healthy work culture. Whatever the community does consistently is the culture. Another way that we can bridge the gap is to transform the atmosphere into community. Connection is very important. These are still people. People desire to feel connected. They desire to feel valued, appreciated, and loved. And when those feelings can permeate throughout a workspace, of course, it's corporate. Of course, it's professional. But that does not mean that it has to be void of connection. When people feel connected, when people feel like they're connected to the cause, like they're connected to the community, it allows them to experience a sense of personal accomplishment as they go throughout their task, as they go throughout their day, as they work towards a common goal. And that's what we want. We don't want people working out of a fear of being fired. We don't want people working out of a sense of demand for their duty. Those are very temporary motivations. But when someone feels motivated out of a sense of personal accomplishment, because they feel connected to the cause, because they feel connected to the community, now that is going to establish long-term behavior modification, which is going to reduce your turnover, how many new employees, how often you have to do new presentations to get people up to speed. All of that is going to reduce when we can enhance the work environment, when we can focus on culture, connection, motivation. All of these things will connect the staff and upper management. It will bridge the gap so that the organization as a whole can operate on one accord as a team, moving in unison. So how do we measure the efficacy of bridging the gap? How do we make sure that this is actually something that is working and that is progressing us to where we want to go? Well, one way to measure it is going to be through incidentals. What do I mean by incidentals? How many flubbed projects did you have prior to this and then you have after this? How much product accidentally was destroyed or mismanaged prior to this and post this? How many reports of malfunctioned products or damaged goods happened prior to bridging the gap and then after bridging the gap? All of those are going to be ways that you can quantify, and that's a little more tangible. There are certain intangibles like community morale, like what is the general atmosphere and the feeling of your employees. Now, this may not be something that can be analytically based. This will be something that management who's actually on the floor, who's actually face to face having conversations, quote unquote, touching the people, they'll be the ones who can best notify and speak on this. Wow, there's less bickering taking place. Oh, there's less complaining taking place. Oh, I literally see more smiles. Oh, fewer people are taking off and asking off. Oh, people are not just taking off without giving us a good amount of notice. We're getting faster response times to emails. These are all things that can't necessarily be calculated. However, when they're present, those in management positions who are dealing with that employment community, they can feel, oh, the environment is lighter and more productive. And then, of course, you get out what you put in. So what sort of sustainable practices will the workplace employ to show the employees that we value you, we appreciate you, we love you? Are we going to do certain days where we provide lunch? Are we going to do certain events where all the employees come together to do a lunch or to play volleyball or to play basketball or some sort of teamwork, team building exercises? Will there be different protocol for getting days off and getting an extra day or not? Will there be certain bonuses or not? Regardless of what is done, it doesn't always have to be financially or monetary. It can be an entire campaign to bridge the gap, to tell them that they matter, you matter, we appreciate, we value you. Whatever it is done, it doesn't always have to be the economy. Sometimes it could simply be effort. Sometimes it could be a combination of both. But there needs to be new practices where these individuals who are busting their butts daily can feel connected to the culture, so that can create some sense of personal accomplishment, and all of that collectively will connect management, staff. Now we can all move together, and this can be the healthiest work environment and the most productive years this company has ever seen.